Now, unions at Mango Airlines have made scathing accusations against the South African Airways board and the Department of Public Enterprises, with the South African Cabin Crew Association and the National Union of Metalworkers of South Africa, as well as the Mango Pilots Association, accusing SAA of forcing the hand of the Mango business rescue practitioner Sipho Sono to keep Mango grounded. Now, Mango was placed on business rescue in July due to its financial and operational challenges. President of the South African Cabin Crew Association, Zazi Sibanyoni-Mugambi, and Chairman of the Mango Pilots Association, Jonathan Butler, join us now virtually to have further discussions on this. Zazi, Jonathan, thanks so much. Jordan, rather, thanks so much for both your time this morning. And let me start by just asking you both. When I saw this article come out on Friday about Mango that will be grounded, will remain grounded, and the plug possibly being pulled on Mango, it took me by surprise. But I need to know whether you were surprised or whether you've been abreast of these developments and kind of saw this coming. Zazi, you first.
Yes, I mean, we were surprised because you would recall we went to court to force a business rescue. We were overtaken by the shareholders, so to speak, and they wanted to place the company under business rescue, saying there are possible prospects to save Mango, and they were speaking all the correct words and basically saying that Mango can be rescued, and they're willing to back it up, and they want their own business rescue practitioner. And fast forward to today, our suspicions have come true. They don't want Mango to survive. Because if anyone is saying that they want an airline to stay grounded until you find a strategic equity partner, then those people don't want it to take to the skies again. And it's really, really unfortunate. But we knew as the three unions that this was going to happen. The shareholder has always interfered. There's a conflict of interest in terms of the Takatso deal and the lift and Mango, that whole scenario. So our worst fears have been confirmed. It's unfortunate, but we're here to say that you gazetted 819 million for Mango, paid over. Let the business rescue practitioner do their job.
Jordan, your view?
Yeah, just to reiterate what Zazi was saying, we went to court. Mango filed court papers to say that they wanted to resuscitate the airline and then only sell it as a going concern. Sworn affidavits in court. Now they've done a 180-degree turn, and now they want Mango just to be grounded. Well, we just as surprised as the business rescue practitioner, Mr. Sono. He's been led to believe all along that Mango needs to take to the skies as soon as possible to generate a vital revenue to pay some of its debts. Now we're basically being pushed to the floor once again. And as he says, it's not a surprise that the department and SAA, the shareholders, are pulling this move once again to keep Mango grounded. The conflict of interest is just too big.
And this is a conflict of interest that, you have pointed out, those of us in the media who've been following these developments around SAA and its subsidiaries have pointed out, because at the time when Takatso was appointed as the preferred bidder, the question was asked about Lyft and Mango existing in that same stable with this particular partner. But those questions were never, sufficiently answered. But as far as the rescue process goes, how far is that rescue process, and what sort of information has been shared with you by the business rescue practitioner, Zazi?
Well, it's been a very seamless process, to be quite honest. We've had very robust, discussions with the business rescue practitioner, Mr. Sono, and we've done a lot of work behind the scenes as unions to sort of put together a counter and a viable proposition in terms of the business rescue plan. And many parts of that have been actually put into the business rescue plan by Mr. Sono, which we really appreciate because it needed to be a collective effort. So he then published the plan, and the plan is due to be voted on by creditors. And now on sort of close to the time that creditors must make this vital decision in order to adopt the plan, then these letters come out basically saying to Mr. Sono, you will not use this money, the 819, mind you, post-commencement funding, which is meant to be used for operational costs and meant to be used for restructuring. But they come out and say, you will not use this money for operational costs. You will only use it to restructure. We don't back this plan up. You will keep this airline grounded until such a time as we find the SEP. Well, the question must be asked. How do you secure a proper, viable SCP when an airline is grounded? So his reasoning in his letter made absolute sense. So now we have to wait for the creditors to make this vital decision. And mind you, some of the biggest creditors are state-owned. I mean, you have SAA Technical, which is on the side of government, of course. So we're not hopeful that the decisions that we made will be to the benefit of Mango, and there'll be decisions that will help keep Mango in the skies. But our hope is that the creditors will do the right thing, vote the right way. This plan is a plan that is viable. It's a plan that will work. They must back it up in order to get their returns in the money that they put into Mango.
So when we look at some of the assertions that you make in your statement, you state, among others, that Mango is a great threat to the new SAA version 2, and that it's the proposed Takatso deal, brings about that threat to the existence of Mango. It seems that this deal cannot go ahead as long as Mango survives, is what you say. Are you implying, therefore, that the department is trying to do away with Mango at this stage, Jordan?
So, Kenda, that's exactly it. With Mango in the arena at this stage, you can't have SAA, Mango, and the new Takatso deal with their airline Lift in the same arena. The Competitions Commission is just not going to allow it. They didn't allow SAFE and Airlink to join for the same reasons. So it's in their interest to get rid of Mango, and obviously this is the easiest way to get rid of Mango, probably the quickest way. To sell Mango is going to take a while with the Public Finance Management Act approvals. We all know how long they took to approve Mango just to go into business rescue, let alone actually sell it to a viable strategic equity partner. So that's the logical reason that we can see that's why they don't want Mango around. Why else would you destroy the value of a good brand and a good entity? For what? The creditors and the shareholder will receive better return on their investment if it's sold as a viable and growing concern. Why would you destroy that further? It makes no sense whatsoever.
And Zazi, you also say in that statement, and I quote, there are massive problems that still exist at SAA, which the SAA management and board refuse to resolve. There's also no transparency in the deal at all, and this is why we must ask who stands to benefit from the Takatso deal if Mango fails. Maybe if you will expand on that for us a little bit.
Okay, I mean, you would know, Takatso and SAA, this whole semi-privatization is still undergoing due diligence. It's going on a year, and you're still conducting due diligence. In the meantime, at SAA, it's an unworkable situation. I've said this before, that people have been forced into inferior working conditions. It's just a terrible situation there. So, I mean, we are perplexed by what's happening. It's a circus. It really is something that we can't really put our hands on the pulse to see what is actually happening. And also in relation to Mango, you can't really say what is happening around Mango and Lift. So there's lots that has not been explained to us. Everything is done in secret. They are forcing employees into conditions of fear, the same thing that they're doing at Mango, where people now are too scared and they're going to take the VSPs because they don't know what their future holds. And so it's just a situation that is really not transparent. It never has been, from the SAA right down now to Mango. And, for now, our call is that the SEP process gets left in the hands of the business rescue practitioner, because at least we know that we'll know who they are, we'll be able to participate, we'll be able to collectively see who is the right fit for Mango and make a collective decision. These things being done in the dark from SAA to now what the shareholder at Mango is doing is not acceptable to us. Things must be done transparently for us to engage.
And then just looking at this, Jordan, and we saw what happened with SAA. We saw what happened with some of the other airlines. Can this be avoided? Can we actually avoid the plug being pulled on Mango at this stage? And if so, what can possibly be done?
Definitely the plug can be avoided. There are so many interested parties at the moment, Sakina, that would like to come on board as a strategic equity partner. The business rescue practitioner's got a list of his arm's length, from what I hear, of interested parties that want to get on board. The department needs to let the business rescue practitioner do his job. They need to hand over the 719 million rand that's been already allocated in the budget. It's no extra money. The money is there. They are just basically using it as a ransom to get their way once again. They need to hand over the money to Mr. Sono to enable him to do his job and rescue Mango as he's proposed, in the best interest of not only the shareholder, the creditors, but the staff. Why would you lay off 708 staff for no reason, only to hire them back again with a strategic equity partner? Why would the strategic equity partner want that part of value destroyed in his future business? It makes no sense. But the plan and Mango can still be rescued. It just needs the will and the proper cooperation of government, which they've promised time and time again. And once again, the buck stops with the minister, Mr. Goodon. Where is he in all this? He's been silent for months and months and months. Well, he's got many crises on his hands if you look at all the state-owned entities around. He needs to come out and do his job and say what is going to happen and how it's going to happen properly.
And of course, Zazi, we only have a minute left. With regard to the equity partner, do you believe that that is necessary for Mango to survive at this stage?
Yes, I mean, we've been involved in the process where we crunched numbers and we actually saw that there is a need for a strategic equity partner. But that does not preclude Mango from beginning operations, because as you start to build up, that's the point that you'd actually need to get that extra capital to take Mango over the line. So that's something that should not be determined by Mango staying grounded or not. So for us, the dots just don't add up. And what the DPE and the shareholder are basically doing is just saying everyone must just be unemployed. I mean, they've done that with many SOEs, being sent to that fearful position of taking severance packages because they don't know what their future holds. And from what they can see with SA Express, look what happened to them. SAA, 3,000 people gone. It looks like doom and gloom. And it looks like the DPE thrive on fear in order to get people just to, resign themselves to a fate of unemployment. So for us, there are strategic equity partners in play. They must not be sabotaged by the shareholder and the Department of Public Enterprise.
Well, that's where we have to leave it. That's the time we have. But obviously, we'd like to hear from the other role players in this saga, because very interesting, the developments here. But thanks so much this morning for your contributions. President of the South African Cabin Crew Association, Zazi Sibanyoni-Mugambi, and Chairman of the Mango Pilots Association, Jordan Butler, voicing their concerns over looming job losses at Mango. And Mango has said that they will respond at a later stage. So we'll wait for that, and hopefully we'll get to speak to other role players as well.